my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to a vitally important conversation. I used to be a cigarette smoker and I quit, and it might have been the best decision that I ever made. With World No Tobacco Day coming up tomorrow, I don't want to say looming because it's a good thing. There is no better time to talk about quitting smoking than right now, and why it could be literally the best decision you make in your health journey. So whether it's your first attempt or maybe your fifth, we don't care. A fresh start can begin anytime. In fact, right now, and I can see some emphatic head nodding from medical practitioner and head of the Campus Health and Wellness Center at UWC, the incredible Dr. Manoj Bhagwandeen, to unpack why it's never too late to quit and how support products and a mindset can make all the difference. Thank you so much for being here and representing what you do every day. I know you are very passionate about this. New year, new me, new resolutions. We've kind of left that behind us now. A lot of people might be feeling a little less motivated to quit or do those big things. And quitting smoking feels like a big thing. Why is it important to adopt this attitude? It's never too late.
Firstly, good morning. Thanks for having me on the show again. You know, as with any negative habit, any bad habit, it's never too late to quit. Now, when we're talking specifically about smoking, we know that the benefits start literally immediately. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're an older smoker, how long you've been smoking. Within that first 20 to 30 minutes of stopping that last cigarette, your heart rate comes back to normal, your blood pressure drops, you start to feel better. Within that first 12 hours, your carbon monoxide levels drop to what they normally were. Within the first 12 months, your risk of heart attacks, strokes, cancers drops exponentially. And this is regardless of how old you are, how long you've been smoking, what your lifestyles is. So, I mean, if this isn't reason enough to quit smoking immediately, then I don't know what is. We all get caught up with this resolutions, the New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, we create gateways.
Exactly.
Hey,
I see them as hurdles, actually. When it comes to something that's negatively impacting your life, today is the day to stop it.
And actually, I will thank, and I wish I could remember the person who said it to me, and it might have even been a random stranger on the day that I quit cigarette smoking for good. And it was based on that comment of, this is going to be the best decision you've ever made for your health. And it just hit me. I could see the future complications and problems, but it's not easy. Otherwise, we would be doing it because we're addicted to something. And predominantly, I would imagine the nicotine in the cigarette, but there's a whole lot of other chemicals wrapped in this equation, a lot else going on. And the habitual element, that's the problem in our work, is it stop, start, stop, start. Everyone wants to recalibrate, rejig. What can we expect when we take those first few steps very bravely to quit smoking?
So I think, like I said, the benefits are literally immediately. There's physical benefits, mental benefits, financial benefits. So physically, you will find as soon as you stop smoking, you literally start to feel better. You look better, you smell better, you feel better, you're more alert. Mentally, your anxiety levels go down. You sleep better. We've spoken previously about the benefits of good sleep. Financially, if you smoke a pack of cigarettes
have you seen the price these days? Well, it's been a while since I bought, but yeah.
Exactly. On average, you would save 12,000 rands per year. I mean, that's a great Christmas gift if you save and rather spend it on something more positive. So the benefits are immense and literally immediate.
There's going to be a trigger of some kind. There's going to be always an issue that that's going to loom large. And for some people, it's that cup of coffee. For some people, it's when they have a sip of alcohol. For some people, it's when they have a busy or stressful day or a moment. What happens to the body in a negative sense that we need to mitigate? How do we step in there?
So I think what we need to understand is the association between these trigger factors. So smoking is very much a habit, but it's also an addiction. So the addictive part is actually the nicotine content in that, which really can be easily overcome. We can use supplements, etc., that could tide us over. But it's more the habit form that we need to break. And this is where support becomes vitally important, not exposing yourself to an environment that's going to make it easy for you to reach for that pack of cigarettes or somebody offering you a cigarette. Stay out of these environments. Remove these triggers from your immediate vicinity, and you'll find just doing that makes your success, it literally doubles your success of actually being able to quit smoking.
I always try to frame it, because that's when it hit home for me, was imagine you are giving yourself 10 more years with your children. with your family, because I think often we can't do it for ourselves, otherwise we would have done it.
Yeah.
Even set against the terrible repercussions of continuing smoking, we still don't do it. So I motivate to do it, but help is there, so don't think that you're going alone. When we talk about the kinds of products and how we manage that first phase, what recommendations do you have?
So there are numerous, quite effective, what we call nicotine replacement therapies available.
Okay.
They're readily available, pharmacies, good health shops. They come in the form of chewing gums, patches, sprays, lozenges. These are very effective. We know that just by using these as adjuncts in your attempts to quit smoking, you are going to actually double your chances of quitting.
Wow.
Then there's medication. There's effective medication that could walk you along this way, but these you need to get a prescription
They must
for,
be managed.
consult with your medical doctor, and these can also assist. But I think by and large, support is vitally important. Just having a good supportive environment, being committed to your task.
Being held accountable.
Being held accountable, absolutely. Will also treble your chances of success. But I think the most important thing is really staying kind to yourself. We tend to be a little bit harsh on ourselves. And I think it's always important to realize that this is a long journey. Relapse rates are pretty high, but you will eventually succeed if you persist and if you are committed. And there is a good end in sight.
Oh, definitely. And you can take control. Add years onto your life. Give yourself a richness of relationship with your families. And I'll speak from personal experience. Literally within days, it felt like I'd been training cardiovascular for like months with how my fitness just increased because I stopped smoking. It is an incredible gateway to get through, but don't make it a big thing. Make it just the next step that you're going to take, and there is help at hand. So as we first of all thank the doctor and all those working in this space and approach No Tobacco Day, it's the perfect reminder that quitting smoking is that power move towards better health, and you can make it today with support from Nicotine or NICORETTE to help you with the nicotine. You don't have to do it alone, and we stress that you are not alone. It's clinically proven to double your chances of success when used with behavioral support. So please take that first step today and do something amazing for yourself and for your family. Doc, thank you so much. Hopefully we've got one convert today. That's what our goal is always. Let's just start with one step at a time. But if you need support, if you want some advice from me, I would gladly give it. You can drop me a DM on Insta. I would happily help. And of course, your doctor is waiting.